I'm calling him back.
Blair Bear.
Vinny, I have Cal here.
Oh, full disclosure.
Yeah.
Shaylin's mom and Shaylin's dad.
Oh my gosh, wonderful. Do you have time for a conference call about the cake?
A conference call about the cake?
I just mean everyone here who's on the phone together.
Always.
So, I just want to let you know, so far it's going great. I just had some questions about logistics. One, Shaylin, I just wanted to remind that the only thing that I need from you for the weekend is the stand mixer.
Yes.
Okay.
All yours.
We get in Thursday evening. We are coming.
Delta?
No, we are flying Delta.
Nice.
No, wait a minute. That's not right. I'm looking at a different. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. We're flying JetBlue. Sorry. Do you guys have a final head count? Not that it matters, but just for my own.
I want to say about 160.
Okay, well, the cake is getting cut into 158 portions.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay. Some people might not have cake.
That's okay. Some people don't eat cake.
Okay, got it. Our friend Vinny is getting married in less than 1 week. He's getting married in 6 days, and I'm making the wedding cake. So this has been a process of deciding the cake flavors and planning the logistics because he's not getting married in New York. He's getting married outside of Austin, Texas. And I've used a lot of eggs so far. A lot of eggs, a lot of butter, a lot of sugar, a lot of flour. I started the planning process to think of like, okay, how much cake do I need to make? And the plan is to do a few different individual display cakes, which will be like a tiramisu-inspired sponge cake with filling and a mascarpone frosting, and then a confetti sheet cake for slicing. So I started with like planning out portions and sizes, so I just sort of know like the scale of what I'm doing. So I have each cake with the number of portions that I'm cutting. I'm going to cut the cake at the wedding, so I know what to make. And then I have a list. This is like logistics of what am I doing at home? What am I doing when I get there? So that's sort of the plan. And then here I have like all the math of how much cake am I doing? How much am I filling each pan? How many batches? How many layers of each cake? And then I have my recipes. As I said, I already did the sponge cake, and now I'm in the final baking phase, which is just doing my 3 layers of confetti cake. 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. This is one of those moments where I really do not want to screw up soda versus powder. Oh my God. Sure. Just 3/4 teaspoon. I'm gonna start first thing Saturday morning. I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna make all of the frosting first thing when I wake up in the morning. I'll leave all the butter and everything out overnight. I'm gonna pack it up into quart containers, which I'm gonna bring with me. And then I'm going to drive, the cakes will already be crumb coated, covered in acetate, and packed into their boxes, ready to go to the venue. Get to the venue, assemble the cakes. I don't think it'll take that long. And then go back, I gotta get ready for the wedding. And then hopefully show up feeling really ready for a glass of wine and like very relaxed. I hope. What could go wrong? Ooh, it looks really good. Okay. I'm just gonna let it cool, unmold it, repeat that process 2 more times to get 2 more layers. It's gonna be a big cake. All right, next stop is the wedding.
Oh my God, this weighs 70 pounds.
Good push. Why does your foot hurt? You've said that like 3 times now.
My foot hurts. I don't know. I'm opening the FedEx box. Okay, so here's what I put in the box. These are cake boxes for transporting the cakes. I really tried to think of everything. Like, this has frost on it. This is like very frozen. So I'm really, really glad about that. So this weighs a ton. This is the sheet cake, which I packaged between 2 pans so that it arrives perfectly intact, which it has. Oh, thank God. So relieved. I am so relieved. We have the sheet cakes. Oh, I'm sorry, the sponge cakes, which is still frozen.
Which, by the way, those were not frozen. Well, I can't tell those, but when they were in the freezer at the house, the ones that didn't have a top on it were soft.
Why are you telling me this now?
I don't know.
Whatever. I can't do it.
They just didn't feel rock solid, so.
Okay, well, whatever. I'm a little worried that the pastry cream froze. But we'll see. Oh, it did freeze. Shit. Well, I'll have to thaw that. Oh, and then the mascarpone froze. Well, whatever. I guess better than it being warm. I will have to let that thaw, but at least the cakes arrived frozen, so that's my concern number 1. So here's all that. Ow, it's so cold. It's really cold in there. These are my, it's 4 separate, oh my God, it's so cold. The mascarpone, if it thaws, is it going to be grainy? The mascarpone?
Probably. You just buy some. But I think if you beat it in the mixer with the icing, maybe you could bring it back to life.
Here's my pastry cream, which is the filling. My mocha pastry cream, which is the that. Didn't really go according to plan. Oh well. Yeah, okay, so then this box, this has all of my non-food materials. So this has the cake stands, some of which I took apart and need to put back together, so I brought a screwdriver.
Clever, you should keep raw cookie dough on hand all the time.
I do.
Okay.
In this box, thermometer.
Just very organized, very good.
I know. Small offset spatula. More spatulas. Cake dowels. Cake server. Acetate. Measuring cups. They seriously didn't know if they would have them at the Airbnb. Parchment. Pastry brush. Pastry bags. Also my cake rounds and cake boards for transport. And then in here I had to also bring some ingredients. So I have my chocolate crunchies. My gelatin for the filling, kosher salt for the filling, cream of tartar for the filling, vanilla beans for the milk soak for the confetti cake. Then these are all of my other cake rounds and cake boards for transport. And then my kitchen scale. I knew we wouldn't have one of those. And there's more. This is so I can transport the frosting to the venue. A squeeze bottle for applying the olive oil, a stapler for stapling the cake boxes, plus a screwdriver for reassembling the cake stand, floral tape just in case, double stick tape for the acetate, and a bottle of nice olive oil for the soap.
This concludes the unpacking.
Wait, hold on, but I also have groceries for finishing the frosting and filling. And this is groceries that we picked up yesterday in Austin. Groceries.
Put on record how type A Claire is. These were ordered before we left New York, and we went curbside. You made.
All right, and now I gotta make the cakes. Do it this time. This is better. So this is the filling. This is a mocha pastry cream. It's egg whites and sugar, but the sugar is cooked into a syrup to a high temp, so it's a very stable meringue. Creative concept is all different size cakes, all different heights on 3 separate cake stands, which I have right there. So once the sponge is down, I do that same process of the soak. So the espresso, just a little oil, and cheese.
Yes.
We fix that with frosting. Look at how wobbly this is. Oh my god. I just bumped it against the side of the shelf. This is great. We need your help carrying. Good morning. So I have to figure out, I know we're supposed to go to the hall. I'm Claire. Hi, Claire. Hi, you Stephanie. It's okay. Okay, yeah. So say. Nice to meet you. Do you need help? Let me help you. It's so beautiful. The weather is amazing. Sunny and cool, and it already looks so pretty. I'm so excited. I'm just also happy that we made it to this point. Oh, fantastic. Oh my God.